All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of House of Commons. My name is Ike Onoha, and to my left,
Enyo Suji, House of Commons.
Pascal Atoma, House of Commons.
LD Demola, House of Commons.
House of Commons.
It's those Commons.
We have a very interesting topic for you today, and the topic is: do you have to spend a lot of money to look like $1,000,000?
No,
Not at all.
not at all.
Can I just start saying
No,
sure
no,
for me? I'll just start.
Well, start by saying what's your view about it?
Absolutely not. And if you
Good.
spend $1 million to look like $1,000,000, you have no style.
Yeah, for
Wow.
My
Pascal?
answer? Absolutely, exclusively, exceedingly, capital, no.
Wow. Okay. Any?
I mean, this is an automatic no. I mean, you don't it's like this isn't 2000 when you have to buy the $200 jersey to be in style or anything like that. Even then, why are you buying $200 jersey? But anyways, that's just my point. There's no.
Wow.
You don't need to.
I'll say no. You do not have to spend $1,000,000, a lot of money to look like $1,000,000. But guys, I know you guys have a lot of things to break it down while you have your
Yeah.
views, right?
Can I
Okay.
go?
Good.
Yeah.
See, fashion, to be fashionable doesn't have anything to do with the amount of money you spend.
Wow.
There are some people, you give them $1 million, they go and spend $1 million, when you see them, they look like ratchet rats. There are some people, you give them reyes. There are some people, why are you laughing?
Yeah, to
You see,
put that for-
House of Commons, they
A
would
ratchet rat?
Yes.
Not, ratchet is not enough.
Right, right.
Ratchet plus rat on top.
A rat.
Wow.
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 Yeah, but there are
Right.
some people, you give them $100, just $100, they will go and do their combinations and they will stand out, they will look like $1,000,000.
Wow. That's
If you
deep.
can use $100 to look like $1,000,000, and you can, that's who I call fashionable. That's who I know have the fashion sense. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to men and women, some women, no matter what you do to them, they will never learn how to dress nice.
True.
Some men, no matter what you do to them, no matter how much money they have, they will never learn how to dress nice. So, dressing the way you look, the way you appear, doesn't really have anything to do with the money
Yeah,
that
amount
you
of
have,
money
the amount of money you spend.
Wow.
Because I know a lot of my friends, right, female friends, that you give them $200 and they put you together. When you come out, people will think, hey, you got it going on, boy, financially. But they can just use $200 and put you together. I know a friend of mine in Atlanta, a female friend, I won't mention her name. I can't mention her name because it's not in the negative light. Her name is Jade. JD. Jade can take $50, go out there, dress herself and come out, and if you walk out somewhere with her, and people look at her, they might think she has spent about $500.
I guess in summary to what you're saying, you can buy clothes, but you can't buy style.
You can't buy swag.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
can't buy class.
And even even apart from that, I have a friend also who she'll go to church, and the church that we used to go to, was more of a fashion forward type of church.
Right,
You
right.
have to like look nice when you go to church. And people come show up to us and like, damn girl, you look good. Where you get that from? And she'd be like, oh, whatever, Ross. And be looking like Ross. Like, yeah, Ross, But it's about how you put things together.
Right.
So people are thinking she's spending hundreds of dollars on her outfit, but it's just it's a
They
simple.
went to like a Neiman Marcus
Yeah.
or Bloomingdale's.
Yeah, and
or,
they're like, man, girl, where you
wow.
get this outfit, this little piece from? But it's just about swag. How you
Yeah, we'll put things together. Let it-
All right, so
Okay.
one thing. I'm going to ask two questions that's probably going to be really important during this topic. It is about good looks and how important they are. It is about shopping. Should men shop? Should women shop? I mean, we're going to get to
Interesting.
it. Honestly, should men be shopping? Should we actually go out to the mall and shop? How often should we shop? Things like that. But nonetheless, to kind of piggyback off what you said, one thing that irks me, that can definitely irk me, is when you don't know how important simplicity is. When you try so hard to look good and you just fail so much. It is.
You
it
just
is-
fell wolf.
You just. I mean, simplicity is key to me. I'm not gonna talk as if I'm this fashionista, but I do think appearance is important, especially when you're trying to make a statement. Like somebody like, I'm gonna mention somebody named like Simon Cowell, right? All Simon Cowell wears is black t-shirt, blue jeans, black shoes. But the swagger in that alone
Yeah.
clean,
It's very
right?
right.
And it's random that I bring up his name because somebody like Steve Jobs.
Mm.
Steve Jobs only wore black shirt, blue jeans, white sneakers. But the swagger in it, right? The swagger in his existence spoke more volumes of what he was wearing.
Right.
So it kind of shows why you don't have to spend that much money to look fashionable and but
Okay.
it's also relative to what we consider stylish.
Yeah, well, because I haven't really made any
Yeah, go-
major
yeah,
point
yeah.
about this topic.
Go ahead.
Well, Elgin, I'm going to take it to another level or go another extreme. Those people you mentioned, and they're very simplistic in their appearances, t-shirt, jeans, the denim, like you said. I'm going to also talk about somebody who looks like $1 million, but really spends almost less money than those people that wear t-shirt and
Let me
jeans.
guess.
Classic man.
Jadena?
Jadena, is that his name? That's his real name?
Can I ask you a question though?
Yeah.
You talk about him as if he's the first to be doing
Yeah,
that.
thank you. Well,
You give this guy so
he's
much
probably
credit.
not
Doing it before he was doing it.
Okay, well, you know what I'm talking about?
Doing it before he was doing
Okay,
it now.
okay. You know what I'm talking about?
You see, I'm looking at him.
Because this is his moment.
Because I'm gonna draw my suit like this.
I'm not gonna hate on it.
I'm not
gonna hate on it. I'm gonna show love.
Well, let me finish, guys. Let me finish.
Because it's not like we're not Nigerian and we're not swagged out.
Okay, cool. Relax.
Are you jealous?
Nah, B.
Guys, make
Alright,
I talk
go ahead,
now.
go ahead.
This is his moment. He is one of the hottest artists right now. And I didn't know this about him because I got turned on to him by, I've been listening to the music, but I got turned on to him by a friend of mine. Then I sat and I watched this video. I spent about an hour watching an interview of him and what's the other girl's name that produced him? Janae Monáe. So this man talked about how he shops, how he goes to thrift shops and thrift stores and puts things together and picks shirts for like $50, takes them to a mom and pop shop and size it to fit. Like at the end of the day, he spends only $50 to look the way he looks, and I'm like, wow. And I've been shopping at places like Zara, Macy's, and I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna be shopping there anymore. And this man, I took a lesson and note from this man right off the bat.
Yeah.
To tone it down. So it's not like I spent a lot of money in the past though, in the grand scheme of things, but I can still tone it down more financially and still look.
I'll say this.
Very good.
To kind of piggyback off what you're saying,
Go ahead.
I do think it is important for every man to at least have two, I don't want to say expensive, but quality
Suits.
tailored suits. First hand.
That
Must
word. You see that tailored.
Quality,
That's the operative
tailored,
word.
yes.
Wow.
Every man must have at least two. Black and gray, or black and black, or black and navy blue, something. You have to have two.
Right.
At least.
It is not. It is
Tailored.
not. It's not a must. I can tell you why I said it's not a
Why
must.
not?
If I am African and I decide that all I'm gonna wear is African style,
That's cool.
I don't have to have two suits.
That's cool. But you always want to have a spare tire in your car, even if it's never going to buy.
Am I making sense?
I get what you're
I
saying.
making sense.
I know
Absolutely.
somebody.
I feel it.
I know somebody with swag, with class, with integrity in the society, with respecting the society, that doesn't wear a suit.
It's not about where.
That's
You
not-
must
that's
have
what I'm
one.
saying. No, he doesn't even have one. He's
Okay.
a big boy. You want
That's
me to
cool.
put his name?
You don't have to. Still mention it by his name.
Okay. So
What I'm saying is
so,
this.
So that you will know the level where
What
this
I'm
guy
saying is this.
right?
I get what you're saying, but at the end
So,
of the
so
day,
you can't say it's a must for someone to must have. No.
you can't tell me what to say.
Okay,
That's
yeah,
the one thing.
In your opinion.
From my
say
perspective,
Your opinion.
Okay.
absolutely, it's me giving it.
All right, guys.
Every man,
I
you
think
must have a tailored suit. At least two.
I guess in line with the topic, which is, do you have to spend $1 million to look? Do you have to spend $1 million a lot of money to look like $1 million? The point is, you need to have a couple suits.
Exactly.
You don't have to spend
Exactly.
gazillion to look it, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Good.
Absolutely.
I get your point.
Okay, go ahead.
Amy, what do you want to say?
Oh no. Y'all going ahead. I was just listening to it.
Then Pascal, can you?
Yes, let
speak
me
it
tell
further?
you guys something. A lot of people, the reason why they feel like they will spend $1 million or $2 million, $3 million to look good, so they think that will make them belong to the society.
True.
That they think that will help them be classy.
Mm.
And most people, when you see them out, they always try to find a way to let you know how much, whatever.
They
they're
think it's
wearing.
all about
Yeah,
the
yeah,
name tag.
Yeah.
Ah,
So some people are only say, oh, I don't wear it if it's not designer.
right.
And then they think that just because they're wearing designer.
If it's not red bottoms,
Yeah.
there's some females that do that.
So they think just because they're wearing designer, that means they're looking good.
Mm.
They look good. But some people will just go to a regular shop, put it together, and still come in and get more attention than you that's wearing your money.
Right, right,
That's what I'm saying.
right.
So, in essence, people should stop, especially with women. With women, a lot of women think for them to look nice, they have to carry a Versace bag. What's all
Louis
this
Vuitton,
Louis
LV,
bag,
Dolce Gabbana.
But
All of them.
I don't mind them carrying it. But what makes me mad, or not doesn't make me mad, what burns me off is if I know your level in society, and I know the financial bracket that you belong to.
I knew where he was going. That's why I'm laughing.
But there's what I'm saying.
Wow.
If I know the financial bracket where you belong to, and you trying to impress me, Pascal Antimo, with your Louis Vuitton, and with your Gucci and all that stuff, you know what makes me? I look at you as an imbecile.
Now, to me,
to go beyond the name brands, stuff. It's about knowing yourself, knowing your physical characteristics. There's some women I've known some women that I was like, man, like she is just not attractive at all, but the way she presents herself is so much. I'm just like, damn, like I don't know.
True.
I'm kind of confused because I'm like, when I seen you the other day, I'm a little confused because you go. The thing about you go on Facebook and you start clicking
All the
through,
pictures.
and you start going through pictures like, okay, this doesn't look correct. Then you go to another picture like, oh, okay, because she knows herself. She knows what to put on.
She knows what to
It's
put
not
on.
about name brands at all. It's about finding if you have a certain physique or whatever fits you, that matches you. That's what works for you.
now let me ask
Because
this.
there's some women. One more thing. There's some women that will show up, or guys or whatever that show up, and you weigh 290 pounds. Yet you trying to wear certain outfits that don't match you. Vice versa, a man that is slimmer.
This is deep what you just said.
Wow.
Go there.
No. Then you have men on the other. I'm not gonna be wearing muscle shirts because that's just not it's not gonna work for me like that.
I get it.
You get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying. Now,
So
let me
it's
ask
more
you-
about what works for you.
Hold on, can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
On a very serious note, I'm not trying to take that's a serious question.
Yeah, what's going on?
So, why is it that you can't wear a muscle shirt?
Because is that what is it?
Because I ain't got no titties. That's why.
Okay, now let me ask this question.
I gotta have
Let's
muscle.
take it.
Now,
Of course.
how important is dressing well?
Very.
Oh,
Appearance. Okay.
It's damn near everything.
Again. Well, the very first episode, or it was a couple episodes ago, where we talked about two people walk into a place, and because of their nationality or their ethnicity, they're judged a certain way. Dressing is very important. Appearance is very important because
Man.
you can walk into a place and you are judged, different from who you really are, just because of the way you look.
Period.
And I'll say for a black man, now I'm going for a black man, I think it's always very important
Oh yeah. That's not
that you put your best foot forward whenever you go out, because there's a lot of stacks against you
To begin with.
already to start with.
There's a stereotype already on you.
Exactly. So appearance helps. We're not talking about spending a lot of money now. We're talking about just take the time
To put things
to put things together. If you have to go to a mom and pop shop and to size those things to fit, do it. Yeah.
What you said, the question you asked is very important. Let me raise my voice before some of our viewers who don't understand me. The question he asked is very, very important in the sense that I used to like to be free. I used to like if I'm not walking, I want to be free.
Very casual.
Very casual.
Right.
And part of my style was wearing socks with zippers.
Wow, that's way too free.
Yeah. Yes. I would jump into my BM and I would drive
Wow.
off, and people. So my friend, one of my female friends, she said, Pascal, stop doing this thing. Why you always wear your seat? I said, but I'm free. I like it. Until one day, one Sunday afternoon, I went to DC, Washington, and I was about to fly back. So I just threw on something, just wore my socks with my slippers.
I want to board a plane.
Bros, I have a business class ticket. So, and I just wore my socks and my slippers and threw it on. And I come, United Airlines, they're about to check us in. One woman looked at me and said, your face looks very familiar. When she said my face looked very familiar, she looked at me, she said,
No, it's not you.
American nurse, I said, no, that's my brother. You know why?
Why?
I didn't want the attention coming because I
You
know
didn't,
that
you didn't dress the
I'm
part.
not. I didn't dress the part.
Shame on you, Pastor.
I'm sorry. I hope he doesn't see this video. Right? Hold on.
Wow.
I
feel you though, but it's hilarious.
It was four of them, right?
Wow.
So you know the one that would check you, the one that would take your ticket. So there
Was she African?
Yeah, she was African woman.
Wow.
She said, "This guy looks so familiar. He looks so familiar." Oh, American nurse. I said, "No, that's mommy. That's my brother." He said, "Oh, I thought it was you guys look so much alike." I said, "That's my brother." I already know. I enjoyed it. I'm for real. I did not. You know,
Judas denied
because
Jesus.
I looked at myself, right? I said, "No, this cannot represent my name."
Wow.
Do you understand what I'm saying? But you know the mistake I made. I was afraid that she would go back and check the name. The name, you know what I'm saying? And she might find out that maybe I haven't got this one. And I went in once I sat down, I took that socks off. Honestly, I started on the plane, I took that socks off, I folded it, I looked, I put it in my pocket. And because you can wear slippers and travel, but with socks. So your dressing means a lot.
Oh yeah, it says a lot about
It
you.
means a lot.
Yeah, I think it's a message.
I just want one quick thing. I've heard women straight up say that I'd rather see, but if I see two men and one is butt booty naked and another man is in a tailor-fitted suit, she's gonna avert her eyes to the guy in the tailor-fitted suit.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
I've heard women say that before. It matters. It's important.
It's just basically it looks like you respect yourself.
Yeah.
You respect yourself.
And you know, women, they always want to be a part of something that looks together, that looks like they know what they're doing, and that says a lot about
but
you.
you know, but can I ask
Are you
something?
still talking LD?
Yes.
Okay, you continue.
Okay. The society needs to stop looking at that though. Let me tell you why. A friend of mine, his brother is a pharmacist in Nigeria with a lot of pharmacy stores, sent him money to buy two cars.
Two cars?
Two
Okay,
cars,
okay.
right? For himself and the wife.
Okay.
So BB, his name is BB. BB walked into a Mercedes-Benz car in Dallas, Texas, with his shorts, right, and slippers and t-shirt, and wanted to talk to them about buying a car.
Right.
They looked at him as a young black guy walking in like nobody wanted to pay him attention.
Yeah.
They just stereotyped him from where, and maybe he's an engineer, a software engineer that has his own software company.
Right.
You can't really tell society not to look at that.
Okay, but I'm telling you that we need to be careful. The way
Of course you need to be careful.
Yeah. So now, when Bibi was there, nobody wanted to pay attention until one young girl, a new person, new person, come and say, "Excuse me, can I help you?" Bibi said, "Yes, I want to help you."
Yeah.
So I want to buy two cars, and then Bibi went and pointed
The
the
cars.
cars, and then said, this is this. Bibi said, "Okay, I'm gonna write a check for it."
Wow.
Now,
Attention shifted.
Now attention shifted when this guy went and told their supervisor. Now supervisor wants to claim BB
As
and BB said no.
No, that's the
I'm gonna
girl.
deal with her.
That's cool. That's a great story. But at the end of the day,
That's what I'm saying.
as a person,
so
you should
sometimes,
respect.
but sometimes some people don't feel like dressing up.
It's cool.
Sometimes I don't feel. Okay,
Steve Jobs doesn't feel like dressing up.
Okay, Aldi. Our job.
Yes.
Look at our job. I just came back from New York, right? Our job is always dress up.
Cool.
So when I'm not working, I want to be free.
But you still want to look clean and
Sure.
presentable.
Sure.
It doesn't matter.
Why do I have to impress somebody?
It's not about
Because
impressing, it's about
the energy
the
you give
image.
is what you're gonna get back.
Okay, when I'm not working,
That's just what it is. That's
It's just what it is. You can't
Well,
tell society how to look at something. I can't look at his shirt and say it's purple because I don't want to judge his shirt.
And you can't
At the
get
end of the
mad.
day-
You can't get mad at it
I'm
for
not
what
gonna
it
get
is.
mad. I'm not-
You're not wrong. We're not saying you're wrong.
Yeah.
But you can't get mad at it because that's what it is.
Let me ask this question. How much importance, this goes to a class thing, because in the black community, right, one of the more important things is fashion, right,
Oh, yeah.
in our community,
Yeah.
right? There's certain other communities that they don't really focus on that like we do, right? Do you think that is a good thing or a bad thing? Do you think we focus on presentation
Well,
too much?
what I will say is, it's great to focus on presentation. Too much, you can never do it too much. But the point is, don't break the bank doing it. You can do it all day. You can go to church, wear the biggest head tie as a female, but make sure your rent and your bills are paid. Make sure your children, your kids are well taken care of. They're decent. I guess that's my point of this whole episode.
Okay, can I ask a question?
Yes.
I have a problem with someone living in an apartment, right? In a raggedy ass ghetto apartment, right? That have 7 Louis Vuitton bags in his apartment. I have a problem with that.
I mean,
Am I making sense?
I understand.
Am I making sense?
I understand.
So it's going to your question that you asked.
Of
right?
course.
Now you live in a project. You live in a project, and every time you step out in a Armani suit. Right? You wear a crocodile suit. Bro, I have a problem with that.
But
Am I-
let me
am I
say
making sense?
something.
Am I making
I
sense?
get what
I
you're
have a
saying.
serious problem with
I get what
that.
you're
Yes.
saying, right? He did say, don't break the bank doing it. Number one, you don't know exactly what that person is wearing. You don't know the value of it. He might look extremely good. You don't know exactly what it is. Number two, it all depends.
The context.
New York and Los Angeles is different. In New York, they don't have cars. So their being is their best presentation of themselves.
Yeah.
In Los Angeles, you can have a white t-shirt, shorts, and a Mercedes Benz.
Yeah.
And it makes sense, right? But in New York City, you're on the train looking smooth. You could be wearing something expensive because that's honestly the max you have to go, right? The question I asked though is, do we put too much emphasis on looking good? Do we
Yes.
care too much
Yes.
in our
I think we
community?
should care as
Yes,
long
Elvin,
as, again, I'm going to repeat that.
Okay. This, can I say one thing?
There,
Okay, go ahead.
real quick, as long as you don't break the bank doing it, fine. Yeah, I think it's great. Go
I'm
ahead.
probably just going to reiterate what he's saying another way. I think that whatever you want to do, if you want to, dress nice and however you want to express yourself, and some people like to keep it a certain type of style, maybe a little bit more on the simple side. Some people like to be a little bit more creative, a little bit more eccentric, a little bit more eclectic. That's fine. What I have a problem with it with our people sometimes is your son or whoever is not doing, maybe he's not doing so well in school. Maybe he's not focused or
As
whatever.
fly as ever.
But Saturday morning, when them J's is out, you
You out.
guys are lined up outside of Chic,
Thank you very much.
ready to get them J's.
Misplacement of
Instead of-
$200-$300 shoes.
Instead of using that money to buy him extra legs.
Buy him groceries, buy him food, $300 for shoes.
And it's real though.
And this
For
guy,
shoes.
And this guy has never made a dime before.
And the boy has not worked one day.
It
That's
goes
what
to
we're
another
talking
question I was
about.
going to ask.
That's what we're
That's
talking
my that's my issue.
Another
With
question I was
the-
going to
the-
ask is, I can respect a woman who cares about being stylish, right?
Oh yeah.
Maybe it's nurture, maybe it's nature, I don't know, but it's more common that women are shoppers than men. My question is, should men shop, and how much time should men invest in caring about how they look, and how much time they spend on their looks?
Can I
Well,
just,
in a way, you're kind of diverting the whole topic, though. In a way,
Kinda.
Let's stay on course.
It's part of it though.
Do
You said we
you
can add,
have to spend a lot to look like $1 million?
of course, but you said we
The
can
time
add,
you're spending now, we're now going to go into
no,
gay men would spend. I have to say that with the GAY. Gay people will spend more time as a man. Like me, I love to shop, but I don't spend a
I don't know
lot
about
of
that.
time
I don't know about that
shopping.
one.
I don't know. If
I
don't
know
know
most
about- I
gay
don't know
men
about
will
that
spend
one.
more time like females. Have you gone shopping with a female? The
yes.
time you spend and the time she spends, is it the same thing?
It's relative because what if I'm looking for
Really?
specific? Yeah, it's relative. And I know it's relative. It's
Go
relative.
out, go in, go out.
Is it the same time you spend with a female? No, just answer this way. Is it the same time you spend shopping for, at the same time you spend in the store
I
like
don't
a
like
female?
shopping.
Neither do I.
Okay, if you
I
went
like
shop,
understand.
if you go shopping, do you spend the same time
I
like
go
a
in,
female?
pop out.
That's
Pop
how a
in,
man
pop
shops.
out. I don't
So when
like
I say the gay thing, I'm not trying to. It's what it is.
I don't like walking around.
Let me say this. I don't like shopping like that either. But I have friends that are definitely not gay at all. The opposite side of it. But when it comes to their appearance, they don't play. But they're not. They don't have misplaced priority either. They don't have misplaced. They know. Okay, rent is due. Okay, I have this responsibility. So it's not like, okay, let me go spend all my money on,
Yeah,
on
some
clothes.
That's great.
That's
They're into their clothes. It's not a.
Look, my time that I spend shopping is
And
a
there's
little
some
bit
gay
more
dudes
than
that don't
the
care about
average
dressing
guy.
like
And
that.
I will agree. I will accept that. Okay, but you got to know your
Your limits. Okay, let's bring it back to the topic.
Bring it back
You
to
have
the topic.
spend
Yeah.
to
To look like $1 million.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes. When we talk about fashion encompasses everything in the world.
Right,
We are-
head to toe. Correct.
I have a problem with women wearing $1,200 wigs without a degree.
Interesting.
Okay.
Interesting.
Interesting.
That-
I want to. I want to.
I don't even want to hear an explanation because you're giving. I'm sorry to say this, but you are giving a degree more value than other things that they could be doing.
No, okay, let me.
Well, let me
If there's
break it
a
down.
woman,
Let me break
I
it
don't want
down.
to wait. I want to hear it.
Hold on, let me break it down.
That to me.
You know what is a figure of speech?
Go ahead and explain it.
You know what is a figure of speech?
I get it. Go ahead and
Now.
explain your comment.
I'm just using a degree as
Figurative.
Okay, thank you.
to explain something.
Thank you.
Now,
If that's what it is.
how much is it to go to junior college? To pay for courses in junior college?
Free.
I'm not gonna lie though.
I think that
There's a slight point though.
I get what you're
There's a
saying.
slight point there.
No,
But I ain't gonna lie.
I'm not going to defend that though because
I'm not defending it, but I hear it.
Guys,
Hold on, I'm
please,
coming. Can I
please,
finish?
It's also going to misplace
Can I
priorities.
moderate?
I
Please?
get
Can
it.
I moderate?
Can I finish?
Finish.
Finish.
Then say your point,
Okay,
please.
now-
And LD, you say, please.
Now, you do a CNA job. CNA jobs in America, right, pay in some states $8, in some $9, in some
True.
$12, in some
Uh-huh.
$20. And you work for 20 hours. Some of them that do that work 16-hour days, 14-hour days to make money that can make a little bit of sense, right? And you finish that money. You like working in the health industry,
Right.
right? You work on a CNA, you finish that work, you use all that money that you've worked for about 2 weeks after taxes
To
go
buy
buy human hair,
Okay.
right? Whereas you can still invest that money and take some classes at junior college and elevate yourself to an LVN.
Okay.
Okay.
Have you landed? Can somebody else?
Can I
LD?
understand that?
Okay, you understand what I'm
It's a
saying?
good thing that you clarified that
Okay,
because
okay.
you
Now-
straight went to, if she doesn't have a degree, she should be by $2 million. Because let me just tell you about the new
Hold on,
age.
let me finish now. This boy, your temperature, calm down.
Nah, because you just straight insulted a bunch of chicks. You just
Hold
said you don't have a
on,
degree, you shouldn't be like that.
hold on.
Are you the chick defender?
You know your problem. You know your problem. You rush to conclusion without listening to someone.
Okay, that's why we're letting you finish. Okay, go
ahead.
Go on, Mr.
So I needed
Pascal.
something to compare with, and
Right.
I'm just explaining it little by little to
Good,
you.
good.
I'm not as, after all, there are some people without degrees that are millionaires.
Absolutely.
So if you're a millionaire, you can buy whatever you want. I
Absolutely.
don't care.
True.
So when I speak like that, I'm talking about people so that people would misplace priorities, can
Yeah.
look at this show and go and fix it.
Absolutely.
Okay.
That's what
But
this show
one
is
thing
for.
that I had to
You understand what I'm
clarify,
saying?
absolutely.
So I'm not,
But-
I don't know why you're so personal. Is your girlfriend a graduate?
No, that's not the point. The
No,
point is
of
this.
course, I want to know.
No.
I want to know why you're so.
Hold up.
Why you're
Hold
attacking?
up.
Is it
I'm not attacking you. But you use education.
Let me
Okay,
come back.
one person.
No, I'm
Pascal,
coming back.
please,
No,
please,
I want to know
please.
why he's so personal about
Okay.
it.
Let me say
with that.
this.
Pascal, can you hold
Because
on?
you use education.
Okay.
First and foremost, he said if you
Right.
don't have a degree,
Right.
you should not be wearing $1,200 hair.
Oh, he has
I'll give you
clarified.
some-
Now he's
hold on.
clarified.
So
Hold
you're
on,
happy
hold on.
with
Now he's
Hold on.
clarified.
Let me say something. If I have a sister, my own sister, blood sister, that is wearing a $1,200 wig, and he doesn't have a good job, she doesn't have a good job,
Right.
I can speak to her like that,
Absolutely.
and it doesn't mean anything to me.
And I
because
agree.
know what I'm trying to
Yeah,
accomplish.
it's
agree.
your family.
So,
I didn't-
so the reason why we set up this show is to address what is wrong.
And we're
with
doing that.
society.
We
Understood.
So now,
Yeah.
I just explained it to you where I went with that.
Of course,
So
I
when
do.
I mean degree, it doesn't have to be bachelor's degree. It doesn't have to be PhD degree.
Understood.
It can only be something that
Understood. Priorities.
Priorities.
Exactly.
That's what
Exactly. Because
That's
the
what I'm
reason
saying
why the
too.
reason why I bring this up
Good.
is because it's important for us to say, let's be honest, let's be
Right.
realistic about it. Number one, we mentioned if you don't have a degree, I have a problem with you wearing $1,200 hair. There are girls who wear $1,200 hair who make more money selling hair.
True.
So they're marketing their business. Let's just get that understood. You
Without
know
a
it's
degree.
Oh yeah.
Without
You
a
know,
degree.
oh yeah. Hold on.
Hold on.
Can I talk now?
No, you can talk.
Can I talk
No,
now?
no, let me tell you something. We are not talking about that.
Please.
That's one. Number two, we can't stray away from this point.
True.
There are a lot of girls in America right now that have degrees that cannot find a way because the degree does not mean jack right now.
True.
Can we clarify that?
Good point. Yeah.
Good point. So what I was gonna say is, I get what you're saying, the foundation,
Right.
but the word degree cannot be
A standalone.
Exactly, because there are girls who can provide for themselves, who use social media, who make more than majority of us combined.
Right.
If you're able to provide for yourself, right? What I was trying to hear was, I have a problem with somebody who will spend $1,200 and does not know the basics of providing the necessary needs
hold
in
on,
life.
hold on. Can I speak now?
Please,
Can I speak now?
No.
Can I speak? I have to speak.
Because there's 4 gentlemen. It's not about the 2 of you.
Okay.
You guys have made good points, valid points, and I love it.
Okay, but
Pascal, we will land now. We will land.
Okay.
Did you want to say something? Pascal.
Okay, let me just say one quick thing. Just to touch on what you guys are talking about.
Right.
I think the biggest issue that we're talking about is priority.
Right.
That is the basis of what we're discussing.
Right.
That
Let's
is the
not-
basis of my analysis.
Right.
It's
I
not
think-
about the degree.
Alright, yeah.
Pascal.
What I think, and I'm pretty sure LD's qualm, what you're trying to say
Because I worked at a college.
is the degree, the word degree.
I worked at a college.
I think that was just the thing. It was a misunderstanding on what he's trying to say.
I let him explain, and
Yeah.
I agree with it. I didn't
Yeah.
disagree with it.
Yeah, that's just what it is.
Rephrase it again,
Hold on.
because there are a lot of girls chasing
LD,
degrees,
please
thinking
now,
that's
please.
the answer.
Can you let me
Yeah.
moderate, please?
Yeah.
So finish.
So all I'm saying is that seems to be the issue. That seems to be the issue is misplaced priority
Okay.
on how you're spending your money when
Exactly.
you're spending $1,200 hair doesn't make sense.
right.
Exactly.
If the rest of your life is
Exactly.
still struggling
And
financial.
Honestly, both of you have valid points.
Yeah.
I see. It just seems like you guys are not, butting head, but you guys
No,
are
we're not butting
saying
heads.
great points from different angles. Very, very, very valid
Yes.
points. So what were you saying, Pascal?
But what I was saying is this, right? I have a problem with some certain things that go on in the society, especially in our own black society, considering fashion. People have priorities misplaced.
Right.
You don't have a good job, you have a chance to improve your life, you have a chance to go out there and learn a trade. If you don't have to have a degree or anything, but instead your problem is how to get your nails done, your hair did, like the English is, I need to get my nails
Shares
done,
on
my
that.
hair
In your English.
Shares on that.
I'm glad
Shares
you
on
guys
that.
are sharing on
Yes,
that.
shares on that.
That's what I got from the
Absolutely.
get-go.
So
That's what I
for
thought.
me,
Yeah.
for me, come to me raggedy with some brain and intelligence and with some quality or some kind of substance,
Right.
and let me clean you up. Then
And
come to me all dressed up, and when you open your mouth.
On that note,
and then
let me
you-
conclude.
everything is-
No, this was not
conclusion
conclusion though.
No, I'm gonna
No, don't conclude yet.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's why
I was gonna say something, then you
use
conclude,
degree
please.
as a parameter
Okay.
to
Right, I appreciate
my
it.
point. Yeah.
And even just to piggyback on in a slightly different way what you just said, I went to an event last Sunday. Okay, I invited a friend of mine. He showed up. Okay, he had shorts on, but it was nice. He was dressed nice. I would say like a Pharrell, but he had shorts, a blazer, nice blazer with the a handkerchief, and this guy. You know what the kind of car he valeted outside? A Rolls Royce.
Okay.
He valeted a brand new Rolls Royce, because this guy can afford it. He has
Yes.
money. But he looked like most of the girls did not gravitate to him. They did not. I saw the whole thing and I'm like,
But I bet
if
you when you
only
do that
they,
thing-
yes.
He's
If-
somebody that big.
if
Well,
only
when
they
you
went to
do
the
that
valet to see what this man rolled up in here with. Game changer.
Especially in Los Angeles.
Exactly. So I guess that goes a long way to what we are saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So appearance matters, image matters. He
But-
didn't wear a raggedy short. No, he still looked nice.
Yeah.
But again, people judge that. People will probably. I had a suit on. A suit. I'm sure people will gravitate more to me than him. If he looked at
No,
me.
until
But
you
his
get
back,
it outside.
his back is bigger than mine.
Well,
His car will buy maybe 10 of my car. So, but again, that's our point. So,
So
LD,
can we conclude?
conclusion-
Conclusion here.
The reason why I wanted to conclude then is
Yeah.
because you said something specific. To me, swag is in, is within. It's the knowledge you have, right? It is the value.
It goes back to what I was saying.
Of course, I didn't disagree with
please conclude.
I didn't disagree with
So
you,
please
right?
conclude. No interruptions.
You can spend money on clothing. You can spend money on all that. Do you have to spend a lot? No. What you should spend more money on is what actually is swag. There's a reason why I mentioned Steve Jobs and what's the name of the guy from American Idol? Because when you think
Simon
about
Cowell,
fashion,
Simon Cowell.
when you think about fashion, right? They just wear the simplest
Simplest
stuff.
things, yeah. But
And they can afford to buy
They can afford anything.
Right.
But that becomes their style.
Right.
Swag in the truth of the matter. It's not what they bought, it's what they are. You know, so don't spend too much money. You don't have to spend too much. I mean, look at all of us. I know mine was like $460. Yours is like 25.
You
Let's
wish.
not go there. But you know, swag up. You don't have to spend that much money. But you know, be classy, be smooth, and be a classic man. It's just is what it is.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
Okay, my people, don't listen to me. You don't have to spend money to buy class. You can't buy class. If you want to try to buy class, you're gonna try till you die. You will not buy it. The only way you can buy class is to develop yourself. Because you can come from nothing and develop yourself to something. If you haven't seen it before, use Bill Clinton as an example. Bill came from nothing and became the president of this country, right?
Even Obama.
If Obama
Same.
came from nothing to become the president of this country. Even if Obama wear a white t-shirt now, and I wear an Armani that's $1 million, and we walk on the street, nobody will look at me and my stupid Armani. Obama with his white t-shirt will command the power. Am I lying?
True.
Now, so in essence, let us focus more on developing our individual selves to a certain class and quality in the society than focus on what we're wearing,
Wow.
and how much hair we have on, how much nails we've done and all that. Because at the end of the day, if you're a woman or a man, and if you're a man, let me use a man, and all you care about was to go to the gym and get some muscles, and you carry out your muscles, and the woman see you and like you and take you home, and after the first day you do what you did, the muscle is still there, the second day the muscle is there, the third day there's nothing added to that muscle, you're gonna be getting out of that house. So let's
Cheers to
develop
that.
yes.
Cheers to that.
So
Again.
so I'm using the muscle acceptance as fashion. So let us know that
Wow.
invest less in fashion, invest more in developing yourself,
Yep.
and that will work. That's
All
my
right,
conclusion.
I'm a. First of all, just to put it out there, I'm a big, you know, I like to look nice, but I'm a big hippie. So I'm more about comfort and more about, you know, being free and being yourself. But one thing I cannot deny is the fact that in order to navigate society at times, you have to look a certain way. You cannot run away from that. Even if you don't like it, you must. There's a reason why sometimes black women can't go to certain job interviews unless they have a certain hairstyle, because braids ain't accepted in certain arenas. You have to adjust. That may be a little bit more on another angle, but it's still the same idea, because you kind of have to adjust sometimes. And I think it's more about finding a balance between having that swag, because you can look, even if you try to throw things together that's simple to make you look like this thing, there's no swag there. It's almost a waste. At least you're halfway there, because you still have to have the inner there to carry it to.
Confidence from himself.
You know, because I'm not gonna lie, I was president of my college, and when I was president of my college, I wasn't tripping until I was president. And then when I was president, I started wearing suits. Then it went from students checking for me, female students checking for me, to teachers also checking for me. It's a totally different thing when you present yourself
In a
correctly.
certain way,
Oh
correct.
my gosh.
Right.
So you can't run from that. So that's why, another reason why it may be misplaced priority for the $1,200 weave, but I'm not mad at it at the same time, because I know when you step outside and you look like hot trash, people ain't gonna be. It's gonna be a different life for you. Period.
Okay, can I ask a question? Before you go to the conclusion?
Okay.
What about when you wear your weave and you don't look like hot trash, and they open your mouth is trash?
We'll leave that for part 2. Please.
That's why I said balance, though.
Let's leave that for part.
That's why I said balance. That's
Wow,
balance.
this is great. In my conclusion, I'm gonna say, there was a question somebody asked the other day: should women over 40 dress sexy? And at first, you know, this didn't, you know, I didn't take this seriously. So until I started talking to a couple females, and they had a bunch of things to say about that. But I guess we can go into this as a next topic, or one of our topics sometime in the future, you know. But let me stay on track now with my conclusion. You cannot buy class.
No.
Don't even try. It's not going to work.
It's not gonna work.
You cannot buy swagger. Don't even try. It's not going to work. You can try to polish yourself a little bit, you know, but don't force it. Okay? The point of this thing is, you can be a classic of this episode. The point of this episode is that you can be a classic man, but you don't have to break the bank to do it. You just have to have smarts. Go to thrift shops. You can still wear your Prada, Gucci. There's a lot of places where you can buy used ones.
If you can afford it.
Nobody can tell it's a used bag. It's all about priorities, you know. We buy used cars. Why can't we buy used handbags
buy
if
used
you have
underwear?
to? Yeah? Why would I not buy a used hand?
Oh, no, wait, no, that's a different ballgame.
No, I don't think it's a different ballgame. You know
It's a
why?
different
Use
ballgame.
underwear.
Oh, did you say underwear? No, I didn't hear what you said. No, I will not buy used underwear. But do you know if Kim Kardashian put her underwear on the internet, people will buy
Let's just
buy for $1
conclude this
million bucks.
conversation.
Because you made me, I have to drop that. Okay. No, hold on. Don't rush me now. Do you know if Beyonce put her underwear on the internet, people will buy for $1 million bucks? My conclusion, my last word. Hold on, please. Don't break the bank to look classic. You can do it in a more sensible way. Thank you.
Thank you, Kim. Kim Kardashian, thank you.
This guy said underwear. Disgusting.
What is it true?